Okay, friends, today we're going to talk about informational books. Informational books are sometimes called nonfiction books. So I've got two books, and I'm trying to decide what I'm going to read today. And we've been focusing mostly on fiction or made-up stories. But today, I would like you to read an informational book. That's a book that's going to teach you new information and is going to inform you. So which book do you think I'll learn new things from? Which book is made up? And which book is about real life? Informational books are about real life, and their job is to inform you. I've got a short video for you to watch, and then we're going to read something together. Here we go.
Today's lesson is about author's purpose. Our learning objective is I can identify the author's purpose for writing a text. Author's purpose is why the author wrote the text, or the reason for writing a text. We are going to use a helpful acronym so that identifying the author's purpose is as easy as pie. Pie is spelled P-I-E. P is for persuade, I is for inform, and E is for entertain. P-I-E. Let's start with persuade. When the author's purpose is to persuade, it means that the author is trying to get the reader to do or believe something. Here are some examples. Commercials and advertisements try to get you to buy products. Reviews for restaurants, movies, and books persuade you to go to certain places or watch and read specific books and movies. Billboards, opinions, and books can also be examples of authors persuading you to do or believe something. Authors also write to inform. This means that the author is giving the reader information or teaching facts. Documentaries and nonfiction TV can inform viewers about a topic. Recipes or how-to books, biographies, newspapers and magazines, nonfiction books about specific topics. These are all examples in which the author's purpose is to inform. Now we are at E for entertain. This means that the author wants the reader to enjoy the story. Examples include stories, riddles and jokes, movies and TV shows, fantasy and magical stories, fiction books, mysteries, and comics. Let's review. The author's purpose is their reason for writing or creating a text. The purpose can be to persuade and get the reader to do or believe something. It can be to inform and teach about a topic, or the purpose can be to entertain the reader with a story. If you forget, just think about pie. P-I-E. Persuade, inform, entertain. Thanks for watching.
Okay, friends, so I'm going to go to Epic, and I have chosen a book that I think is going to help me learn something. So this book is called Animals in Winter, and I think this book will inform me. I think it will teach me new things. Winter snow. It is winter. Animals look for food. A red fox dives into the snow to get a mouse. So here's a picture of a moose. So I'm going to read about all the animals and how they survive in winter. Oh, and here's also I can learn how to make something called a hibernating bear craft. Books that are made to inform, informational books, usually have a glossary. So a glossary like this one with words. That's usually a hint that it's an informational book. So I'm done with that book. Now I'm going to go to Seesaw and I'm going to show you what you're going to do. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do the title of the book, Animals in Winter, and the author is Jenna Lee Gleisner. If you forget, you can go back and look at Epic to decide what the title and author of the book is. Here's the next question. So in black is what I'm asking you, and in red is what your response will be. So it says, this book was about, and I wrote, this book was mainly about how animals survive in the winter. Notice I start with a capital letter, I end with a period, and I have a complete sentence. You need to do that as well. You can type it here, or you can do a picture from your notebook, but you must use a complete sentence. Next page. One picture that I like from this story. You may draw a picture or click on the camera on the left and take a photo of the page. And here's the picture that I liked. A fact that I already knew. And so here's my picture. Sometimes it's good to include a photo. And I said, I already knew some, but not all bears hibernate. And that came up in the book. It said some bears hibernate. I already knew that. Next page. A new fact that I learned was, and asked me for the page number. And you can write the page number in, or if you take a photo, the page number is right there. So you don't have to take a photo, but you do have to write a sentence. So I wrote, I learned that hares have special toes, because it says snowshoe hares spread their toes. This helps them walk on snow. I didn't know that. And now for the last page. I didn't know that moose grow more fur in the winter. It's another new fact I learned, and I learned it right here. So again, you are going to fill all 6 pages about a book that you read today. And you can read on Epic or Raz Kids or a real book. So back to my initial question. Which of these books is to inform and which is to entertain? Well, I'm pretty sure this one is to inform because these are made up drawings, whereas this has some photographs in here. So there's real photographs of real things. Photographs are a hint that it's an informational book. So lots of real photographs. Another hint is that it has a glossary. So if I was going to read a book to inform, I would definitely read this book, which is called Little Kid's First Big Book of Space by Catherine D. Hughes. So, good luck on your assignment. I hope you find a book that will inform you and teach you something new.